free. I can't believe I'm out of quarantine. I've been out of quarantine for 5 days now. I think that it's finally time to start a video for you guys and show you guys what I'm doing, what I'm up to. I wanted to make an intro right now before it gets too dark because later I'm going to go to a meetup. Actually, I've been looking for meetups. It's really hard to find meetups in COVID, and I know that right now is not the time to try to make new friends, but if I can meet anybody, that would be great. So I'm going to a meetup later that is going to be obviously very carefully regulated. I think like you can sit like max 3 at a table, or 2, I think it's 3. I'm excited to go and meet some people. I think they're mostly gonna be foreigners because it's a language and culture meetup. And then other than that, before this, because obviously I'm gonna take the subway to go to Gangnam, so I needed a T-money pass, which is basically what they use here to pay for the subway. Today I did that and it was really, really easy. I just went to 7-Eleven and I told the lady that I wanted a T-money card, and then she let me choose. She gave me a selection of cards with different pictures on them, really cute ones, and I picked one that I liked and put some money into the card so that I can use it. Obviously the card cost me 4,000 and then I put in 6,000. The 4,000 I paid with card, and the 6,000 she's like, no card. Apparently you can only use cash to put money in the card. Yeah, so that's that, and the rest of the day is just gonna be that meetup. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna film, probably just the way there, because I don't want to get there, meet new people, and put a camera in their face. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there to make friends. But tomorrow I'm going to go explore the area that I live in, which is Hongdae. And I know that's like a very popular area for tourists and for university students because there's a university nearby. So I think that's gonna be very exciting. Anyway, I will see you guys later. It's a new day and I just wanted to check in and say that the meetup went really well. Everybody spoke really good English, which was kind of expected because of the name of the meetup. But what was not expected was that everybody that came was Korean, which was actually really nice because I was able to talk to them and kind of get to know what Koreans' perspective on some current world events is. And then afterwards, me and a couple of the people went to see the Han River at night, which was super beautiful. And then I left around 11:15, and then I had a little issue because the subway here closes at midnight, and I think because the subway that I was taking is a circular route, as soon as the clock hit midnight, they kicked me out, and so I had to find a taxi. But in the end, everything was fine. I made it home, and today I'm all ready to head out and explore Hongdae as promised. My first stop on my way to Hongdae was this shopping mall, and one of my favorite things about walking around Seoul is finding shops like this with cute things that you do not need at all but that are super fun to look at. I did end up giving in and buying this color book because the art was just way too beautiful and the paper was thick enough that I felt like I could probably use my watercolors with it. So I'm finally entering Hongdae Street, and I'm just gonna show you guys the things that have stood out to me the most every time that I've come here. The first one is this Korean barbecue restaurant. There are several of these and they're really easy to spot thanks to that pipe that goes into the ceiling. I really want to try them out, but one of the people from the meetup agreed that this is something you've got to do in a group. But I'm sure eventually I'll have a chance to go. One thing that I've noticed and that is super curious is the amount of colored contact stores, physical stores, that exist on almost every street, and it really says a lot about how much people here like to change their eye color. Oh, and also the amount of photo studios where basically you can go with like your group of friends or with your partner and you come here to take photos. They have a ton of props and mirrors so that you can get ready. And yeah, I just think it's such a fun idea. As you guys can see, Hongdae is a great place to come shopping. I honestly love walking around and looking at clothes here, but I haven't bought anything so far. Okay, so here is this mask store which I noticed and I thought was super funny because literally no one on the streets is wearing colorful masks. Most people just wear black or white ones. But another interesting thing is that these are actually not cloth masks as I had expected, but medical ones. And one thing I've noticed is that practically no one here wears cloth masks. They all wear medical masks, which probably does a lot in terms of preventing the spread of COVID. So this was the first time that I walked into this super cool snack shop. They only sell snacks and it's, oh my gosh, definitely where I'll come if I ever decide to do a Korean snack taste test or if I just want to get fun stuff to bring back to my family. But yeah, pretty much every type of snack you could possibly imagine is sold here. Also, I found these ice cream flavored Oreos, but I'm really confused. Is ice cream supposed to have a specific flavor? I guess I'll have to buy and try them to find out. So on top of the snack shop is this karaoke place, and what I thought was super funny is that literally everyone on the street can watch you singing karaoke. But the other thing that was interesting is actually that a lot of times there's somebody in a room singing karaoke by themselves, which is very strange to me just because I'm used to karaoke being a group activity. Anyways, moving on, one of my favorite things on Hongdae Street is all the jewelry stores. There are just so many of them and each of them have a huge selection. This one here is by far my favorite one. I mean, the design of the store is just beautiful, but also the amount of jewelry options is amazing. It feels like I'm shopping online, except I'm not, and I don't have to wait for shipping. I ended up picking up 3 pieces, including this one, which I'd already noticed the first time I came here. I also got these ones, which I love so much, and I've been wearing them almost every day since I got them. And lastly, I got these ones, which have a hint of green and are very similar to the first ones. I think that was enough shopping for today, and so I'm gonna head home before I break the bank. Later that night, I went for cheese ramen at a place not far from where I live, and one thing I wanted to share about Korean restaurants is the fact that they put silverware in a drawer in the table, which is not a bad idea, but left me very confused looking for silverware the first time I came. Guys, it is the next day and I just wanted to quickly check in because I'm finally ready to head out. I had a really late start to the day, but yeah, I'm ready now and I'm about to head out to go to a cat cafe. So on this day, I decided to do an activity that I've been wanting to do ever since I learned of its existence, and that is going to a cat cafe. I want to have a cat of my own so bad, but obviously I can't right now until I decide to settle down for good. So in the meantime, this is a perfect place to go and get a little dose of cat time. But first, I had to go get something to eat, so I went to this Korean restaurant in Hongdae where I've been to several times, and I got what I call the Korean version of sushi, but it is called here gimbap. The cat cafe was a little bit hard to find just because it was located on the 3rd floor of a very regular looking building, and it had a very regular looking entrance. So yeah, and also it was a little sketchy on my way up the stairs, but I was so relieved when I reached the door of the cafe and saw that there were many people inside. Once I arrived, I paid 9,000 wons as an entrance fee, and then you could pay an additional 1,000 wons for a drink. But I thought it was super funny that this was a cafe, but all of the drinks that they offered was just soda and not what you'd expect in a cafe, like coffee. Anyways, the cats themselves were super sweet and friendly. Just by sitting cross-legged with a blanket on my lap, I had several cats just climb into my lap without any need to encourage them. So yeah, that was really nice. It was overall definitely a very relaxing and fun experience and has made me want to go to other cat cafes in Seoul. Oh my gosh, this cat was hilarious the entire time I was there. He kept walking around the perimeter of the room, just observing everyone. It was so cute. After the cat cafe, I decided to go out for some bubble tea. I've been wanting to go to Tiger Sugar and get a brown sugar and cream cheese milk tea ever since one of my friends told me about it. Although I have since discovered that Tiger Sugar is not the only place that sells this flavor in Korea, and I've tried these other places as well, which are just as good. For my last stop of the day, I went to this place with red bean pastries. I love this place. I bought 2 of them to try this day, and I took them home to watch Cruella de Vil for the 2nd time. So yeah, that is it for my adventures in Korea so far. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, you can give the video a thumbs up, and if you liked it even more, you can subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.